Hello, man. My name is Bjorn Heiligers, and I used to be an astronomer and scientist. And over the last 8 years, I've embarked on a journey to lose the lock that my mind had on my life and start coming to my senses. And one of the things that I would love to share with you guys today is one of the latest experiments that I've been performing to unlock the potential that is hidden in our bodies. And in order to do this, I want to invite you to imagine yourself back 10,000 years in the past, where it's spring and resources have run out, and it's time for you and your brothers to go out for new hunting fields. So as a band of brothers, we're walking days, packed light, so we can use our human potential for endurance and sweating, which is one of the few things that us humans, beside being smart, has an incredible capacity for. That our ability to sweat means that we can hunt a lot of game basically into exhaustion. Now, this skill has, through thousands and millions of years of evolution, created a whole ripple of mechanisms in our body that we can lock into. So while we are running through this forest and our body is slowly being drained of all its reserves, our sugars that are stored in our muscles, our head becomes foggy, our feet become heavy, and it's a pretty big challenge to keep on going. And then, just as we're finding the first few tracks of game, something changes. We see the game in front of us, and our body finds a completely new reserve, a new mechanism for turning our body and fueling our body. And it switches from its normal sugar burning mode into a ketogenic metabolism that actually can run directly off the body fat that is stored in our bodies and that we get when we catch our first piece of game. And because through all these millions of years of evolutions, our bodies have learned that this is the time where it counts. This is the time where we have to take challenges, where we have to be courageous, where we have to be resilient and perseverant. Our mental reality changes in those moments. That when our ketogenic metabolism turns on, as many who have gone before me can attest to, you get more energy. You get more clarity. You can even get a sense of euphoria that the mere act of us brothers being together and hunting this game that is just in front of us, with the assured knowledge that if we just keep on going, we will catch what we need. And this sense, this narrative is stored in our cells. If we take the challenge, for example, of not eating any carbohydrates, or at least not more than 20-30 grams a day, staying physically active for every day to stimulate our body, and we get rewarded by this ancient power that is stored in our bodies that we can use to serve this world and serve the women in our lives. So I'm pretty enthusiastic. I'm now on day 8 of my first real ketogenic experiment. I've been running daily, Before I did this, I started maybe a few months ago with running a few times a week, just 3 to 5 kilometers. But the moment last week when my body switched from sugar burning to fat burning, my feet just became lighter. It was like almost as if I was being pulled forward by an invisible force, my chest being expanded in front of me and my feet doing the walking and running by themselves. And I've actually been combining on some days the 3 and 5K runs that I do and doing 5 or 8K runs now. So if you're curious about what it means to be a man and what it means to stand in your primal power, then it's definitely an experiment I can recommend to you. Over and out.